In the early 1900s, Villisca, Iowa, was a peaceful, tight-knit community. Life moved at a slow pace, and everyone knew their neighbors. It was the kind of town where children played freely in the streets, and doors were never locked. A quiet, serene, small-town street in Villisca, Iowa, during the early 1900s. Picture neat, wooden houses with white picket fences, gaslit street lamps, and a warm, golden sunset casting long shadows. Everything feels calm and peaceful. But on the night of June 9th, 1912, this tranquil town would change forever, haunted by a brutal crime that remains unsolved to this day. The next morning, a neighbor noticed something odd. The usually lively Moore household was eerily silent. Curious, she knocked on the door, but there was no answer. As concern grew, she opened the door, only to be greeted by a scene that would haunt her forever. Inside the Moore home, all 8 members of the family, Josiah Moore, his wife Sarah, their 4 children, and 2 visiting children, were found brutally murdered in their beds. Their skulls were crushed by an axe, yet not a single neighbor had heard a sound. The killer had moved silently through the house, leaving nothing but horror in their wake. As investigators combed through the house, they uncovered bizarre details. The axe was left behind, leaning against a wall. All the mirrors in the house had been covered with cloth, and a bowl of uneaten food was found on the kitchen table. Even more chilling, the murderer had taken the time to wash their hands before leaving the scene. News of the murder spread quickly, and the once safe town of Villisca was gripped by fear. Families locked their doors, something unheard of before. The townspeople were desperate for answers, but despite intense investigations and countless suspects, no one was ever convicted. The town was left to wonder, who could commit such a heinous act and why? Over the years, many suspects were questioned, but the investigation always hit a dead end. Some believed it was a drifter passing through town. Others pointed fingers at locals with grudges. But with no concrete evidence, the case grew cold, leaving only rumors and speculation. As time passed, some began to believe that the Moore house itself was cursed. Visitors to the home reported strange occurrences. Footsteps echoing through empty halls, the sounds of children's laughter in the dead of night, and chilling cold spots where the bodies were found. Could the spirits of the victims still linger, trapped within the walls of their home?